friends, Baby Lee here. Hope everyone's having a great day. So for this video, I'm gonna do, as requested, a full makeup tutorial, full face, all of that kind of stuff. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. So to start off, you first want to make sure you have clean hands and a clean face. And I use this new Bite Beauty primer. So I've completely tried to switch most of my makeup to clean ingredients. And I've discovered this primer about a month and a half ago and I've fell in love with it. So I've just put it all over my face. It's super refreshing, cooling, and hydrating. Next, I used this NYX Professional Makeup Eyeshadow Base, and you really want to make sure that you use a primer before putting on eyeshadow as it will make it stay on longer. For eyeshadow, I'm using Winky Lux's Cashmere Kitten palette, and these are the shades that I will be using to create this makeup look. It's going to be really subtle with a small smoky eye, and pretty much a natural look that you can wear all the time. For any eyeshadow look, I always use Sephora's Mini Color Switch. Not only am I allowed to switch in between colors, but it cleans the brush for me so I don't have to use multiple brushes at once. I will link this in the description below, as well as all the prices and everything that I'm going to be using in this video. So to start off, I always use the lightest color that I want, and for this one I started off using Breading, and I just put it on my lid, and that's basically the base of this look. Then I use Penelope to start off this subtle smoky eye. And following that, I use Grumpy to add on to the smoky eye, but just giving a little bit more of a darker feel, while also feeling more natural. So using my color switch, I did that. I changed shades in between every single eyeshadow color I use. After using all three colors, you really want to make sure that you blend really well. And before you do that, use the Sephora color switch, or you can just use a tissue, but I recommend the Sephora color switch. After all of that is blended, I used Frisky on the outer corner of my eye to complete this natural smoky eye look. And then if you guys haven't checked out already, at Ulta they sell Florence by Mills, which is a skincare and makeup company by Millie Bobby Brown, and it is so good. I recommend it to everybody. I rave over it on my Instagram. It is just honestly one of the best makeup and skincare brands I've ever used. It's affordable, it's made with clean ingredients, and it actually works. So this is Florence by Mills' newest makeup palette. It is called 16 Wishes in celebration of Millie Bobby Brown's 16th birthday. And I got this from Ulta through a giveaway, and it's signed by Millie Bobby Brown as well. So as soon as I got this, I was so excited to use it. And we're going to be using the biggest palette on the end over there. So for this look, I've added Success and Celebration, and also a little bit of Justice, and all of these shades I will put in the description below. But one of the coolest things about this palette, as you saw, was that it breaks into 3 different parts. So if you don't want to take the whole palette with you when you're traveling, or if you just want to take some of it, you can do that, which is one of the awesome things about this palette. So as I do this look, I add on Justice to the outer corner of my eye, and then I also put Success near the lid towards the bottom, just to add a little bit of brightness to the look. And then to top it all off, in the end, I put Celebration in the inner corner of my eye. Celebration is so shimmery, so make sure you don't put too much, and if you do, you can always just blend it out. So next I put eyeliner on, and pretty much for this look you can use any eyeliner color you desire. I used Glossier Plays Color Slide, which is in the color called Stable Relationship. It is a dark moss green. You can also find one similar like this by NYX. I will put both in the description below. So for the eyeliner, all you want to do is just put it on the top lid and just subtle, not too much, a thin line. That's all you would need. Following eyeliner, my favorite part of any makeup look is mascara, and I just bought this ColourPop volumizing mascara last week from Ulta. I will link it in the description below, but I got it in the color Black on Black. It is awesome. It is made with vegan and cruelty-free ingredients, and it gives your lashes crazy volume. So I always do the top lashes first and then the bottom lashes in the end of the look. For foundation, I'm using Bite Beauty's foundation in N21. Taking my beauty blender, I just literally put a small amount all over my face. I just want to make sure that there's enough coverage and it is all even all over. I don't wear foundation too much, but when I do, I don't want to cake it all on. So I just want to make sure that it's all blended in. Following foundation, I've been using this Dark Circle Concealer Corrector by NYX, and in the shade DCC02. It is light pale. And I just put this in the bottom underneath my eye and anywhere where I see some discoloration or darkish tones. Following this, it's time for some baking. So I've been using Milk Makeup's translucent light powder. This is also clean, as clean ingredients. I will link it in the description below. But all I do is I take my beauty blender and I put it exactly where I put the concealer and foundation, near my eyes, just to set and keep the makeup in place. I occasionally have redness around my nose area, on my chin, and on my forehead, so sometimes I'll use this Benefit Boiing Airbrush Concealer in the shade number 1. Again, you want to make sure everything is blended, even out, and together, so even if you have to use the beauty blender just to do that once more, it's no harm. Last week when I went to Ulta, I also purchased ColourPop's Super Shock Cheek in the shade Parasol, and this is also made with vegan, cruelty-free, and clean ingredients. So this is technically a blush, but I got a darker tone so I could use it as a blush or a bronzer because it is semi-sheer. It also has a creamy consistency, so it's super easy to use. All you have to do is just dab it with your finger or a brush if you prefer, and just put it on your cheeks. Following this, I went back to the Winky Lux Cashmere Kitten palette and used the shade Holographic Biscuits as a highlighter. So I just put this kind of where I put the blush, higher up near your cheekbones, more towards your eyelids, so kind of where your hairline is in a way, if that makes any sense, but pretty much any place that you want to accentuate, you put a highlighter there. Then to make sure everything stays in place, I went back to the Milk Makeup setting powder and just put this all over my face using a brush this time. I don't fill in my brows too often, but when I do, I use Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit in the shade number 2. And this is super easy to use. It's not too hard or too dark on the skin. And so I just put this, just fill it in the areas where I feel like I need some more color. And on the other side of the product is a brush, so I use this just to blend everything out and make sure it's even. Following that, I use some bronzer, so I've used Benefit's Holoo bronzer, and normally I put the bronzer in between the highlighter and blush. So you can do this in any order you desire, but I kind of do it however I'm feeling that day. But you want it to accentuate your cheekbones. So when I do fill in my brows, I also use Glossier's Brow Flick in the shade Blonde, and I just put this in the areas where I felt like I couldn't fill in with a pencil. To top it all off, I use Benefit's Gimmie Brow in the shade number 3. This I use all the time. Even when I don't fill in my brows, this is what I would use, just because it's super easy. It's tinted. All you have to do is just put it on. And then since we finished our makeup and face look, I put mascara on the bottom lashes, as well as adding a second layer or third layer if I'm feeling it to the top lashes. Following this, for a lip, I've been using Mood Matcher's Twist Stick in the shade Brown, and this you just put on like a normal chapstick or lipstick. And following that, I've been using Mood Matcher's Young Lips Plumper, which is a clear gloss, and basically just adds a finished touch to a lip look. And then the last step is I set all my makeup together using Smashbox's Photo Finish Primer Water. And that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super fun for me to make. It was not like what I typically post, but if you enjoy it, please let me know and I will do more. I am in no way a makeup professional. I just do it for fun and occasionally for everyday looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.